Wake up, look in the mirror, and suddenly your face looks 5 pounds heavier than yesterday. Listen to me very carefully. You did not gain 5 pounds of fat overnight. What you are looking at is not fat. You are literally holding toxic fluid hostage inside your own facial tissues. I remember standing in front of my own mirror, feeling absolutely defeated. I tried everything. I bought the expensive ice rollers. I chewed that ridiculous jawline gum. I did literal gymnastics with my face, and I blindly followed every single weird facial massage I saw on the internet at 2 in the morning. None of it worked, because I was fighting a war against the wrong enemy. The billion-dollar beauty industry is desperately hiding the brutal truth from you. They want you to believe that your puffy cheeks and your double chin are just stubborn fat, so they can keep selling you useless tools. But here is the biological miracle they are refusing to tell you. Your body is locked in a desperate state of survival mode, and your face is paying the ultimate price. In the next few minutes, I am going to reveal the exact molecular mechanism behind what we call cortisol face, and I will hand you the biological reset button that will carve out your jawline from the inside out. No gimmicks, no placebo, just pure clinical science. Let us get one critical thing straight right now. You absolutely cannot spot reduce fat from your face. When someone tells you that doing 50 cheek lifts a day will magically melt away your double chin, they are either directly lying to your face or they completely misunderstand basic human physiology. It does not work like that. But here is the craziest part. Most of that roundness, most of that heavy puffiness you hate seeing in photos is not even fat yet. It is a broken biochemical reaction happening at a cellular level. Right now, your body is trapped in a vicious cycle caused by a severe imbalance in your sodium to potassium pump. The modern diet is secretly loaded with massive amounts of hidden sodium. This sodium acts almost like a biological magnet, violently pulling water into your cells to dilute what it perceives as poison. And where does this excess fluid naturally pour? Directly into your face, your jaw, and under your chin. You're walking around completely bloated, assuming you need to lose weight, when in reality, your system is just drowning in water retention. So, how do we fix this physiological barrier? Enter potassium. Potassium is the ultimate cellular flush. It is the gold standard for restoring balance. By drastically increasing your potassium intake through whole foods, you instantly trigger a biological dumping process. You force your kidneys to flush out the excess sodium, and the trapped water goes with it. Within just 3 to 5 days of fixing this specific ratio, you'll experience an awakening. The water weight drops rapidly, revealing the actual bone structure hiding underneath. And it does not stop there. What if you clean up your diet, you balance your electrolytes, and you look in the mirror only to find that you are still puffy? This is where the nightmare truly begins. Welcome to the terrifying reality of cortisol face. This is the silent destroyer of your jawline. When you are chronically sleep deprived, or when you are stressed out of your mind from everyday life, your adrenal glands panic. They start pumping out massive amounts of cortisol into your bloodstream. Cortisol is your primary stress hormone, and it signals to every single cell in your body that you are in grave, immediate danger. Your body literally believes you are dying. As a survival mechanism, elevated cortisol forces severe, relentless water retention. But the horrifying truth is even worse. Chronic cortisol exposure actively alters where your body stores actual fat. It shifts fat distribution away from your limbs and drags it straight to your face, your neck, and your upper back. You are not just puffy anymore. You are actively remodeling your facial structure for the worse. All because your nervous system cannot calm down. To reverse this, you must aggressively protect your sleep. 7 to 9 hours is not a luxury. It is a clinical requirement to stop this biological panic and reset your endocrine system. Once you lower the cortisol, the facial swelling vanishes like magic. So you panic And what is the first thing you do? You crash diet. You starve yourself down to 1,200 calories a day, hoping the fat will just miraculously melt off your cheeks and reveal a supermodel jawline. I need you to stop right now. This is the starvation illusion, and it is silently destroying the youthful structure of your face. When you put your body into a massive, aggressive caloric deficit, you are not just burning fat. You are literally forcing your body to digest its own muscle tissue just to survive. And that includes the delicate, metabolically active facial muscles that give your jaw and cheekbones their tight, lifted appearance. Extreme deficits eat away at the metabolic tissue, the very architectural integrity of your face. You do not end up looking lean and sharp. You end up looking sick, exhausted, and completely gaunt. Your skin starts to sag and droop because the foundational muscular support underneath is completely gone. The golden standard for facial fat loss is never starvation. It is a slight, highly calculated deficit of just 300 to 500 calories, combined with a very high protein intake. This clinical approach preserves the muscle mass, keeps your skin highly elastic, and forces the body to burn pure body fat instead of eating your face alive. But diet is only half the battle. If you want to permanently transform your face, you need to ignite a hormonal furnace. Forget the endless, boring hours of steady-state cardio on the treadmill. This is the absolute most underrated biological hack for a razor-sharp jawline. Heavy resistance training. When you lift weights and perform intense compound movements like squats and deadlifts, you are doing so much more than just building biceps or glutes. You are creating a massive metabolic demand that violently shocks your entire endocrine system into action. Your body is forced to release powerful fat-burning hormones, specifically human growth hormone and testosterone. This is the ultimate, undeniable fat-incinerating cocktail. These hormones act like aggressive chemical messengers, traveling through your bloodstream and signaling your body to aggressively tap into stored fat globally for immediate energy. And yes, that absolutely includes the incredibly stubborn fat reserves sitting directly under your chin and on your lower cheeks. By building dense muscle tissue, which is highly metabolically active, you essentially turn your body into a 24/7 calorie-burning machine. Even when you are sleeping soundly in your bed, your body is actively burning fuel, systematically stripping away the soft layers of fat that are hiding your true facial structure. Now, let us talk about the final, crucial piece of the physiological puzzle, the ultimate cleanup machine. You can lose the body fat, you can perfectly fix your sodium levels, and you can completely lower your cortisol. But if your biological drainage system is clogged, you will still look permanently bloated. I am talking about your lymphatic system. This is the literal biological garbage disposal of your face. Unlike your circulatory system, which has your powerful heart to constantly pump blood, your lymphatic system does not have a central pump. It relies entirely on your physical muscle movement, dehydration, and manual stimulation to push the cellular waste out. When this delicate system becomes sluggish from consuming refined sugar, drinking toxic alcohol, or simply being severely dehydrated day after day, toxic fluid and dead cellular waste literally pool and stagnate in your cheeks and under your jawline. Dehydration is the absolute non-negotiable key here. When you are chronically dehydrated, your body hoards every drop of water in a desperate panic. But when you flood your system with pure, clean water, you signal to your brain that the severe drought is finally over. Your body happily releases the stored fluid, and your lymphatic system finally begins to aggressively flush the built-up toxins away. This is exactly where those viral facial massages actually become a scientific miracle. Using a simple gua sha tool or just your bare hands does not burn fat. Please do not let anyone ever tell you it does. But what it actually does is physically and mechanically force the stagnant toxic fluid out of your facial tissues and down into your lymph nodes to be permanently expelled from the body. It is a mechanical clearing of biological waste that perfectly completes the entire physical transformation. So, let us look at the brutal reality of what we just built together. You are actively balancing your electrolytes to completely shatter the biological water trap. You are fiercely protecting your sleep every single night to crush the cortisol face and reset your exhausted nervous system. You are lifting heavy weights to ignite a massive hormonal fat-burning response that melts adipose tissue globally. And you are deeply hydrating and manually draining the lymphatic system to flush the biological waste away forever. This is not some quick 5-minute hack you do in your car while waiting in traffic. This is a total, undeniable biological resurrection of your entire body and your facial structure. It requires intense discipline, but the clinical results are absolutely undeniable. You are not just losing a little bit of face fat. You are healing your broken metabolism from the inside out and claiming back the face you were meant to have. If you are tired of falling for fitness industry scams and you are completely ready to start working with your biology instead of fighting against it, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. We are building a powerful community based on real, unfiltered science, and I want you to be a part of it.